Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing another pregnancy update for you. I'm a couple weeks behind, so as of today I am 20 weeks pregnant, so this is going to recap weeks 18 and 19 since I'm a little bit behind, and I'm just going to jump right into it here. So as always, not sponsored, I'm using the Bump app. It is my favorite app to use, and we're going to start with week 18. So at week 18, baby is the size of an artichoke at about 5.59 inches long and about 6.7 ounces. Baby is yawning, hiccuping, and swallowing and sucking, twisting, rolling, punching, kicking, everything of which I am officially feeling pretty much throughout the day, mostly when I'm sitting still and definitely at night. It is said that mommy is more hungry at week 18. I can't personally really vouch for that. I definitely think that my appetite has been fluctuating, and it's pretty much by the day. It's not even really by the week. Like some days I'm just hungrier than others, but I still haven't felt like really like pregnant hungry, if that makes any sense. So by week 18, it's suggested that you sleep more on either side rather than on your back or belly. I think at this point for most people it's probably uncomfortable to lay on your belly. I know it was for me by week 18, but as well as when you're laying on your back, it's possible for the weight of baby and uterus and just everything that's getting bigger and heavier to lay on your large veins and cause things like dizziness, reduces the amount of blood that goes to your heart, and actually has the risk of lowering your blood and actually poses a risk of lowering your blood pressure. Swollen legs and hands can happen at this point. Definitely has not for me so far. Backaches, leg cramps, and nosebleeds can happen around week 18. The only thing I have experienced by week 18 is definitely backaches. Lower back aches that you can't like massage out. It just aches really low. It's possible to start noticing some varicose veins, which with my firstborn, I got some varicose veins on my ankles, and I don't know if it's the same for everybody, but as far as I know, varicose veins don't go away, and mine on my ankles did not. However, I did by week 18 notice that I'm getting them like on the inside of my leg, like where my knees are, and I'm really not happy about it, but it's okay. It's also possible to have some difficulty sleeping at this point, just because of the possibility of there being so much in your mind with getting so much closer to baby coming, and now all these new things you're feeling and whatever. I have had trouble sleeping and staying asleep for the past like 10 weeks. So this is not new by week 18 for me. But on a more personal note, by week 18, I actually lost a pound. Week 17, I was 153. My starting weight was 150, by the way. And by week 18, I was 152. Now, mind you, I am just being very mindful of what I eat in this pregnancy, and I'm also working out on a daily basis. So if I'm losing any weight, it's probably extra weight that I was carrying before I got pregnant anyway, because I was carrying at least like a good 15 extra pounds for my body type. So doctor's not showing concern. Okay with that. My cravings during week 18, I'm still craving Pepsi. I really just like once a day could definitely go for like a tall glass of Pepsi on ice. And again, I haven't given into it. The only time I have drank Pepsi is when I go to my mom's, just because they have the soda there, because my dad drinks it all the time. And I'll have like one can and leave it at that. But I'm still not buying it for the house. I'm not gonna go that deep into it because I don't want it to be like habit forming. Also, an everything bagel with cream cheese has been a craving during week 18, and I did satisfy that craving, and it was like the best thing in the world. I settled for Dunkin' Donuts. I would have much rather have gone to the closest bagel shop around here, but it's the closest one to here, but it's still not as close as Dunkin' Donuts, and I just wanted it, so I got it from there. At week 18, I was feeling a lot of pressure, obviously super low where baby is, but on the right side, and I was feeling it so much so that I almost felt like I could lift baby like off of whatever it was on. And where it was definitely uncomfortable. Also by week 18 is when I officially started feeling baby every single day. Definitely mostly at night, but as the week progressed, more so than not, like whenever I would just stand still or sit still, which is rare. I have a 2-year-old, so as you can imagine, I definitely have been feeling baby on a regular basis starting at week 18. And by week 18, I was just officially round. I officially just rounded out. I didn't feel like I had a spaghetti bump anymore by week 18. I felt like I finally had a baby bump. So that's it for week 18. So jumping into week 19, baby is as big as a mango, according to this app, at 5.98 inches long and 8.5 ounces in weight. By week 19, that creamy white stuff that's all over baby when they are born is starting to develop. The nerves in their brain that give them their 5 senses is starting to develop. It is said to be feeling some aches and pains by week 19 for mommy, which I will get into in a minute. Leg cramps and hip pain are possible. I very occasionally get pain in my left hip, which actually was even happening before I even got pregnant, and it happened a lot in my pregnancy with my son. And I think that's just one of those things that kind of like lingered and like won't go away for me, as I'm constantly going to have like pain here and there in that hip. So I have been experiencing that very seldom, but it's there. By week 19, I did gain a pound, so I was back to 153. My craving for the week was a mocha frappe from McDonald's, which I did get. Like I said, I'm just trying to be healthier this pregnancy, so I have no problem giving into a craving. What I'm not doing that I did with my firstborn is I am not indulging. I don't see a problem with giving into cravings. Truthfully, I still to this day feel like if your body's craving something, it's because it's looking for something specifically from whatever you're craving. So I don't see it as a bad thing to give into it. But for my own personal goal and achievement in this pregnancy with not gaining all the weight that I did in my first one, I have no problem giving into the craving, but I don't indulge, and I still just make sure that I am doing my exercise and I'm just being mindful throughout the rest of the day when I'm consuming. A couple weird things happened in week 19. The first is, and I don't even know how to describe it. I'll describe it as ab pain, but I don't know if that's really accurate. So basically what I'm trying to explain is I ended up during my pregnancy with my son and afterward, because it doesn't just go away, I ended up with diastasis recti. And in my mind, it almost feels like it's my ab that is getting this pain, if you will, or this like shock wave is like the only way I can describe it on either side. And it's if I use my abs to do anything strenuous. For example, the two things that caused it to happen was if I was laying in bed and I pulled myself up with just my abs, I wasn't using my arms or any other part of my body to help me up, I got this like shock wave on the side of my ab from like my pelvic bone, like all the way up to my top of my ribs. Again, it didn't really hurt, but it was a little uncomfortable and just very, very strange. That happened a couple times with just trying to get up, like I said. And then the other time that it happened was when I went to sneeze and I took a deep breath in. I felt it again. And this was after I had already seen my doctor, so I didn't ask. It's not something that I'm really totally concerned about. I am curious if anybody else has experienced those. So let me know in the comments down below if it makes sense what I'm saying, if you might have experienced something similar. Did your doctor say anything or what? Like I said, I'm not too concerned. The main concerns are cramping and bleeding, which I have experienced neither one of those things. So I'm just sticking with the old, this is just a part of this pregnancy and that's what's happening. And I kind of feel like maybe it has to do with the fact that I do have diastasis recti and my abs are weaker, maybe? I don't know. I'm not really sure, but that happened. I did have a doctor's appointment week 19 before I experienced that, and before I experienced another symptom that I did not know was a pregnancy symptom. I actually forgot could have been a pregnancy symptom. It happened with my sister in her last pregnancy. Carpal tunnel. Believe it or not, the amount of responses I got from people when I was like, hello, I woke up and I can't feel these 3 fingers or the connecting area and it's tingling and it didn't go away all day. And I thought for like the slightest bit that maybe it was just like I slept on my hand, but the feeling never came back and the tingling never went away for that day. I haven't experienced it since, but I'm told that if I do start to experience it more, to get a brace. There's like a specific carpal tunnel brace, I guess. And it is a common pregnancy symptom, so weird. This also happened after my doctor's appointment, and at my doctor's appointment, all they did was measure my belly and check the heart rate, and everything was fine there. And also by week 19, I am noticing that I need to drink more water. My constant urge to drink water, and water is all I drink besides my coffee in the morning and my tea at night. Water is all I drink throughout the day, and I have made it a point for a long time to drink so much of it a day. It's very important that I drink enough now. For some reason though, week 19 was just like, not even that I was forgetting, I guess I was kind of forgetting to drink water because I wasn't feeling the need to drink water. Like I wasn't feeling thirsty, I wasn't feeling like parched, like I needed to, wet my whistle, if you will. So I definitely, like in the middle or like more towards the end, of week 19, I started to become more mindful, and I'm still like, I have water bottles in front of me because I'm just like chugging all day long, trying to remember to keep drinking, because I am still experiencing some headaches, and I know the lack of hydration could be a source of that. So I'm trying very hard to make sure I drink enough water. But that is it for weeks 18 and 19. So like I said, I am 20 weeks today, so I will go ahead and show you my bump. It's so cool to have a previous pregnancy to compare to, and I've been doing that so much lately, especially now that I'm showing more. And I actually just today, if you follow me on Instagram, if you don't, go ahead and follow me, it's always linked down below. I post in my Insta story a side-by-side of my belly at 20 weeks with my firstborn and my belly at 20 weeks today with this baby, and I feel like it's very different. I feel like with my son, I was just really, really round and was carrying very low. This baby, I feel like I'm a little less round, like I'm almost not as big as I was with my firstborn. And it's also not necessarily as low. It's like almost like just where my belly button is, like that's where it sticks out. It's not quite as low. So of course, which is another sign supposedly of having a girl. We still don't know, but we are finding out, guys. The day that I post this, we are finding out what we're having in 2 days. And I'm so excited. And I'm going to be posting our gender reveal video Monday the 16th, I think. Let me check really quick. Yes, Monday the 16th. So the next Monday, if you do not have the bell notifications on, turn them on right now. You're not gonna wanna miss this. I will also be posting on Instagram probably later in the day. So whatever, it's gonna be posted that Monday. I'm so excited and I can't wait to find out. I'm still in my gut feel like it's a boy. Everybody around me is telling me girl, literally everybody. My husband still is sold on this is a boy just because I feel so strongly about it. I feel like it influenced him a little bit because he definitely believes in that like mother's intuition thing. But I know he would like a girl. And I also know as well that with my son, everybody swore it was having a girl and I ended up having a boy. So we'll see. I am so excited to find out and share with you guys. So make sure you are subscribed. Make sure that you hit that notification bell so you don't miss it. And follow me on Instagram because if you do miss it on here, I will post it with the link in my bio as always on my Insta story and probably have a little cute photo maybe a few hours after I post the video. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you do, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Also subscribe if you are new. I would love to have you. Thank you so much for watching this. I'm pretty sure I just said that already, but thank you. I really appreciate all of the views that I do get on these videos. It's really just exciting to have a lot of you kind of along for this journey. This is something that's so special to share for me. And I love to be a part of, you know, all of the moms that I follow. This is some of these are some of my favorite videos to watch, especially being pregnant myself and kind of comparing, contrasting and stuff is really cool. So thank you so much again. I hope you're all enjoying your day, night, afternoon, whatever time it is, wherever you are, and I'll see you guys very soon in my next one. Bye.